Hey guys, this is Hetu and welcome back to ETL QA Lab. So guys, I'm so sorry that I couldn't do the video for past month and since I'm back now, I promise that I will try to be more regular and I'll try to upload more and more videos. I know that many of you uh, were wanting me to do the videos on various topics. So again, once again, I'm extremely sorry for that. And today I have come up with a new fresh video, and then from today we will start our journey again back, and hope that I will be able to contribute more to your learning journey. And I'm so happy to see a lot of comments from many of you that you are really gaining the good insights about ETL testing, which is helping you to grow up in your career. Or many of you have recently got a job. This is really so nice to see, and it really touches me when you say that it's really helping you, right? So those kind of good news are always uh, giving a boost to my energy as well, yeah. So guys, let's start then today's videos, and then going forward we will I will try to do as many as possible, right? And there are a lot more to cover, guys. I have covered some of the videos now on the ETL testing topic, right, on various skill sets, but there are a lot to cover, and I always keep checking with the industry trend what is happening, and based on that I will continue with the videos, right? So what I thought is there are very less videos from the Unix or Linux command point of view, and I thought that it's very important that you should also know more about the Linux, because many of the systems now are actually using the Linux based systems because of the file limitation, size, etc., automation need, right? So that's the reason I chosen this topic today. So we will talk about one of the most prominent editor in Linux. Like we use text or Notepad or Notepad plus plus in Windows. In Linux, the most powerful and very most popular editor is VI or VIM editor, right? So that we will talk about this editor, and we will see that how do we use it in our projects, right? And we will also see the interview related questions that may pop up for VI editors, yeah. So guys, let's start with that then. So VI, or we also called it VIM, guys. So VI editor, VIM editor is basically VI improved editor, yeah. So it's basically there is not much difference in terms of working with the editor. Only difference is this is do not have any color, you know, don't have uh, color highlighting. Okay, color highlighting in the file when you open it, right? Highlighting. Okay, and this comes with color highlighting, guys. Okay, color highlighting. Okay, we will see that how what does I mean? What does it mean, right? We'll see that. But yeah, just understand that this is the improved VI, right? And it will provide you when you type certain kind of uh, different kind of characters, then it will give you color. But here it doesn't have any. It's like a normal uh, notepad, right? And it's like a notepad plus plus. In notepad plus plus we also get some highlighted colors, right? Based on what you type, right? So similar to that, right? So let's start then. Let's go to VI editor, and then we'll try to see that how it works, guys. Okay. Hope you are able to see my terminal now. So I am here in Ubuntu terminal, and I am on this particular directory called desktop directory. Okay. Let me create one more directory, and we'll go there and we'll try to create a file there, right? So first let's make a file directory. So I have already covered all this, guys. You have to go to the previous videos and see that. So mkdir to create a directory similar to folder in Windows, right? So I will say here editor something, some name I will give, okay? Editor practice, all right? Or I will say VI editor, I think VI editor, that's fine, right? Just to give a name, okay? It's created. Now let's go to this particular directory. Now I'm inside, there is no file, right? Now what I will do is I will try to create a file, okay? And then I'll try to type it. So I will use VIM editor here, not VI editor, the improved one, okay? So I will say VIM, then I will just give a name. Let's say, what should I say? Okay, I'll say loop. I'll write some script guys here, okay? Or maybe let's do one thing. Let me type in something first, okay? So I'll just say loop.sh. Okay, I will just say mm, emp.txt. All right, one file I just want to do something like that, right? So I'll say hi, hi. All right, this is Hetu and welcome back to ETL QA Labs. Okay, ETL QA Labs is a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm just typing something, guys, right? YouTube channel which is dedicated for ETL testing professional. All right. Though we are also covering the development aspect as well. But yeah, this is what I wanted to type in here. And let me do one thing. I will type something else, guys. Okay. ETL testing is a niche skill, skill which has good opportunities, good opportunities, right? Good job opportunities. All right, this is what I want to type, guys. Okay. So, okay. Before that, I didn't tell you about that. Okay. So let me just try to save it. So, guys, you see here, I'm in. You see insert, right? Means I'm in insert mode. So there are two mode. Okay. Let me go back. Let me save it first, and then I'll tell you. So, guys, when I let's say when I open this particular file, okay, or when I give a new file, for example, I'm just opening this file, okay. When I just hit enter, then it will open up, right? So, guys, you see in the bottom there is nothing here, right? So, which means if I want to type it here in this particular file, I cannot. Oh, one second, one second. Okay, okay. So, all right. Now, if I want to type it here, I cannot type it here, guys, anything. Why? Because this is in command mode. So there are two mode. Okay, I'll tell you here first of all. So mm, VI editor. I think I should have covered it before, but okay, no problem. VI editor modes. Okay, modes of operation. So there are two mode of operation. One is insert mode. Okay, and second one is command mode. Okay. So what happens? I'll tell you. In command mode, basically we can type some commands, etc. Okay. So normally when you say VI and then editor name, it will open by default, right? And this when it opens, it is by default in command mode, okay? Which means you cannot edit inside this, okay? You cannot edit inside. See, I'm trying to edit, type something, but nothing is happening, guys, okay? I can only move the cursor, but I cannot type anything, okay? Because it is in command mode. And in command mode, I'll tell you what all the things we can do in command mode. Okay, like to save this file. Okay, or to exit this file, etc. So if I need to exit this file, now I'm in command mode. Let's say, okay, I want to go into edit mode, and I want to I want to go into insert mode. I want to edit something in this particular file. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply hit the um, uh, character in the keyboard. So I'll say I. You see, when I pressed I, you see here in the bottom, I see the insert, which means it is allowing me to type something now. Okay, so when I say enter, and I can keep typing it here. Okay, ETL development is hot skill as well. All right, something like that I can say. All right, uh, okay, and Informatica is an ETL tool. All right, something like that I can type. Now, if I need to come out of this editor, since it is in insert mode, I need to go out, means I need to close this particular file, because I am done with typing it now, right? What I will do is I will need to simply press escape, guys. Okay, so what I will do is press escape to come out of insert mode. Okay, insert mode. Okay, now to go in insert mode, I said, right, press I, right, I in the keyboard, right. All right, it will automatically take. Now guys, let me, so I am in insert mode, I need to come out of it. I will simply press escape button here. All right, now you see insert is gone here. Now if I need to come out of it, I have to, after pressing escape, I have to press the colon. So shift and this colon, right? Then you see bottom here is a colon now, right? So to save this file, I have option. Okay, what I have to type it here is basically W. All right, when I say W means write, basically I want to save it. So after typing W, I have to say enter. It is saved, guys, but I'm still in that particular editor, right? I mean, I'm still in that file actually. I'm not, I'm not able to come out of this mode, right? I want to come out of this and I want to go to command prompt, right? For that, I have to, let's say again, say shift colon W, W and Q. Q means quit, guys, okay? So I have to just say quit. See, I came out of it now, right? So this is how we can use the insert and command mode. All right. This is for the VI editor, guys. All right. Now let me try to cover few things inside, right? So this is very important topic as well for interview as well, because they might ask you about VI editor and what all the things we do, right? So I think in previous video I told you, when you want to create a file, you have to you you have to use cat, right? I told you, right? So cat and redirection operator. Let's say I will say emp1.txt, something like that. I want to just, let's say, type in. So it will allow it here only. It will not open up a file basically, right? So here in command prompt only, here it is giving me space to write it. Okay. So if I say hetu employee number and something dummy, guys, okay, and then Bangalore. All right, something like this. Let's say I want to save this particular things into emp1.txt. What I will do is I will say control C together. Okay, one second, let me go there and cat emp1. You see, okay, one second, guys, what happened? Looks like it didn't save. Okay, one second. Because there is nothing here, right? I think it didn't save it. Let me try again. emp1. Now, okay, what happened? Okay, sorry. Let me try again. Okay, so I'll say hetu 102 and Bangalore, something like that. I'll type, and this time I'll say Control D. Whether it is working? I think it is working. Let's see. Yes, it should be Control D. You see there is something written here, right? Let me try to see if we are able to write something. Okay, one second, one second. When I said, when I said, okay, yeah, right. So you see here, right? Here, Hetu 1002 Bangalore, right? So this is already appearing, right? In EMP1, right? Now, if I want to see what is written in this one, so whole lot of things that we have written right in this. So emp.txt we have written using the vi editor, right? It has opened up a proper editor. That's where we went to insert mode, we written everything, we came out of control means command mode, and then we have done everything. So this is very useful, right? When you want when you want to write something like this, right? So but here you can write very limited things, and here like when you use the cat using the redirection operation, right? So this is a very shortcut way. If you want to write few things, few lines, one or two lines, then it's easy. You can do it. Otherwise, you can use the VI editor. So VI editor is most powerful things to do, right? Most powerful editor, right? Now, guys, I want to tell you something about it. So let me go to again. Let me go again back to VI editor. Let me do one thing. Let me open this particular file in VI editor now. Okay. No, 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 that's fine. I will open it that only. Okay. EMP dot. Okay. Now, so this is already open now. Okay. So let's see. So guys, few things that we would like to do. So now I have opened emp.txt in VI editor mode. You can see here, right? Now what I would like to do is I would like to as I said that we can so if let's say I have done something here, few things I want to say. Now I will say here hello. Okay, I want to give one line here. Okay, hello. This is end of file. Okay, if I want to say like this, right? And I do not want to save this, right? So I'm here in I want to come out of this insert mode. I will say escape now. And then if I want to I do not I'm not happy with saving this, then what I will do is colon, and then I will say q, and then exclamatory mark. Okay, this means I don't want to save. I simply want to quit this editor without saving. So this changes will not be reflected. Okay, let me try to go there now. Let me try to open again. Okay, you see whatever we have written, hello, this is end of the file, that is not there now, right? So this is how without saving you can come out of the vi editor, guys. Okay, now what other things that we can do here is about this about so since we have opened it, now we are in still in command mode. So many things other than typing, other than writing the content in this file, everything that we have to do is in the command mode. So now this is in command mode only, right? If I say insert mode, then I have to press I, then only I can start writing. And if I want to go back to again command mode, I have to press ESC escape, right? Now I'm here. Now let's say if I want to find out, let's say I have a big file and I want to find locate which line number is a particular line, right? So what I will do is I will again press colon, means shift and colon together, right? And then I will say right set NU, which means it will give you the number of lines, like which line numbers basically. Okay, so you see here, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that how many lines are there basically in this file, right? So if you want to know that, this particular line is coming into which line number, etc., then it is easy for debug. So especially this is helpful when you want to debug any kind of script, when you actually running the script and it is giving you error, and then it is very important that you know that which line numbers, because it will not it will, otherwise you will not be able to find out, right? So this set and you will give you the line number. This is one of the interview question that you should remember. Okay. Now many times what happens is we want to actually, we have written something, so we want to do something find and replace kind of things that we do in Windows, right? So we want to find certain text and we want to replace that, right? So that kind of things, how we do that, guys? So let's say I want to replace every ETL as a small ETL. All of them are capital ETL. I want to do everything as a small ETL, for example. Okay. So here also I got one ETL. Here also, everywhere I think every line is having one ETL except this one, right? So I should be able to actually replace it. So how we do that, guys? Again, colon, and then what I have to tell is basically from line numbers, line number what? Let's say I will say from current line. So where is my cursor? Let's go back, guys, 1 second. So my cursor is on this line, right? So first line. So I will say I want to start from current line until I want to go end last line. Means dollar is the last line. Okay. So from here until here, everything I want. And what I want to replace it. So I will say S for search. Okay. Search and replace, right? And what exactly I want to search first? I want to search ETL, right? ETL. Then I want to replace it with ETL, capital small, right? And then I will use G, means every occurrence in that particular line, right? So G means all the occurrence in the line. Okay. Now let's try to run it and see if it is working. See, guys, every capital ETL is replaced with small ETL now, right? So this is what I wanted to, six substitutions on five lines. Basically, there was one place where we had two, right? Two times ETL, I think. Yeah, here, right? So here ETL one, ETL two. So you see the six substitutions on five lines has been done. So this is how you can do, and there are a lot of options, guys. You can actually substitute, you can search at the end of the line, or if you want to find any particular, you can use also the regular expressions, or the wildcards, basically star or uh, starting lines, anything is starting with lines or anything ending with the line, and all those kind of you can use basically. Okay. I think I'll not explain everything here. You can just go and find out in the manual, okay, about VI, and you will be able to find out all the details, or you can just Google on, right? So these are some of the important things about the VI editor, and these are also important interview questions, guys. Yeah. So I thought that I'll cover it because going forward we will be using this VI editor to do any kind of cell scripting, etc. Okay. So that's the reason I thought I will do it. And yeah, so that's all for this video. And if you need any other help or you need any other understanding, do let me know. Happy to help you. And yes, guys, so let's wrap up this session here only. And I hope that this session really give you some understanding around VI editor and VI or VIM editor. Both are same thing, guys. Don't worry about it. And so this is also right. So when you say that you are rating yourself, uh, let's say on a scale of 5, you are rating yourself 4 or 4.5, they would definitely ask you, about VAI editor or VIM editor. Have you worked on it? How does it work? How many modes are there? What we do in insert mode, what we do in command mode, etc. Right? So as I said that in insert mode, we only do the typing work, writing, editing the file, and whole lot of things that we do in the command mode is basically, as I showed you, right? Everything that we write after colon, everything goes into command mode. So for example, searching pattern, okay, inside file, or saving files, okay, quitting files are okay. One more thing, guys. If another thing is okay. So now let's say this file name is what that emp.txt, right? I want to rename this file with, let's say, employee.txt. So how I do? So I will again go here. I'll say w, and then I'll give the file name. Okay, here. So let's say I'll say employee.txt. Guys, it says that new. This is the new, right? Now let me come out. I came out. Now let's see here. See, this is not renaming, guys. It has created a new file basically, right? So it's basically copied one more file. So these two files are same actually. I'll show you. This cat employee emp.txt, okay? And then all right. So I'll show you here. These two are same actually, you see. So what we did is basically we saved as. So when I say w and colon w and the new file name, it basically did the save as that we do in window, right? So when you say save as, it will create a different file altogether, right? And the previous file will obviously be there, right? So we are actually done with copying one more file here, right? So there are a lot of things that you can do here, right? So you can actually use this man, right? Manual man, and then give the command. This is how you can actually find out, right? Everything. All right. So you can access all the contents about this one, and you can refer this the official information, right, about VIM editor, right? So all the options and everything is here. Additionally, if you want to refer AG, you can always Google and find out more information, right? But yeah, here everything is there. You don't need to go anywhere else, right? So that's all, guys, for this video, and I'll come up with something interesting next time, and hope this video really makes sense to you. And yeah, once again, guys, sorry for long gap of almost 1 month. And now let's start again. Yeah. So I hope that this video help you, and I'll see you soon with the next video, guys. Okay. All right. Bye then. Thank you. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and send it to your friends, guys, because it's very important. They also acquire the knowledge, and they also can utilize this channel, right? So that's all, guys, for this video. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye. Happy learning.